Viktor Hovland at the Valspar said he practically felt like he had to shut down his body and let his arms go. Tiger in 2000 talked about the same thing, keeping his back to the target for an eternity while his arms and hands got down to the golf ball. We look at these boys on film and what do you see? You still see them wide open and opened up. What do we see Justin Rose continuously rehearsing at the Masters? But he's bringing his arms down and keeping his upper body back. Boy. Yeah, and here's the thing. The only thing I would tell you, what was the big thing that led to the squeeze right in the sequencing of your swing? What did you do from here? Left the bat on the shoulder, cleared, right field dugout, right? Those are just slightly shoved because the upper body is moving ahead of the arms and the hands. And we need to let the hips and the hands go. Let the chest follow. Guys, what did we see Justin Rose continuously rehearsing at the Masters? Guys, let's explain that.
No, I don't want the club to be here in delivery. That's way too far behind me. But as soon as I bring rotation to the target into play, this feel turns into that impact delivery. I'm trying to put the club in a position where I can now turn, and then that club gets a free ride into impact. So
not only is he maintaining posture, not only is he opening his hips, but he's bringing his arms down and keeping his upper body back. Did you watch Rory and Justin's head and upper body by any chance? They'd be opening up with their hands going this way, and it's like their upper body would almost fight in the other direction like that. You know, I put this on many YouTube videos talking about the disassociation between upper body and lower body. The hips and the hands, guys, fire. But at the point of impact, the hips are wide open to their deepest point. The chest is completely facing the golf ball. Think about what most people do. This turns with this, and then all of a sudden that club's, for most people, going to go over the top. The hands go over the top. The club gets behind. The face gets wide open, and you get the cuts, right? But what you saw him doing was you saw him keeping his back to the target, getting his arms down in front of his chest. And the feeling for a golfer is that the arms are leading the upper body's motion, and when they get going, they're actually staying in line with the center of the body at the sternum and actually remaining connected. So people misinterpret connection. They think, like, oh, it's all going to be at the same pace. Well, no, your hands have a greater distance to travel. To keep them in front of your body center, your upper body center especially, they have to get moving isolated of the shoulders. Okay, let me see your best Justin Rose rehearsal. Yeah, there you go. That boy. What do you know? 1 yard draw. And hey, we gotta make this clear. These are literally one swing fixes. Like, I mean, you know, we get the boys the right setup, next 2 shots, boom. You know, we get him the right sequence with the driver, next shot, boom. I mean, that's literally what he's working on, though. And he's had many, many videos where he's actually been quoted talking about the arms and hands. He used the words, you know, dropping. I'm not a big one for the word dropping. It's an active move. It's not like dropping can be interpreted like weightless, and you know, they're moving. They have speed. It's an action to get your arms and hands in front of you. People always ask where that comes from. I believe that there's necessary tension built to the top, and the arms and hands are much like a bow. They're like the arrow. The bow's the body. Okay? Here's the bow. Got it all tight. The hands are that arrow. When that thing gets that necessary tension, of course, can you just let those hands fly around you a little bit faster? Absolutely. But they're still not going to do it by themselves. They've got to have, you know, I mean, they've got to, if the body just rotates through, they will stay back there. They've got to feel a little bit of with the body's rotation. So that necessary to the top, necessary tension to the top will make it easier to do. But at the same time, you do need to be conscious of not leading here and allowing the arms and hands to go first. And for most of those players who are leaving the club face wide open or see their hand path and club path go way over the top, 100% they're leading with the shoulders and not understanding the arms and hands moving first. Viktor Hovland at the Valspar said he practically felt like he had to shut down his body and let his arms go. Tiger in 2000 talked about the same thing, keeping his back to the target for an eternity while his arms and hands got down to the golf ball. We look at these boys on film and what do you see? You still see them wide open and opened up, but it's the feeling. And I can't tell you how many times coaches missed, you know, this is so mistaught in our game. They tell you what they see happening on a video. But that's such a dangerous way to coach, because what they're not understanding is what that person had to actually feel in order to create that. And I'm telling you right now, as somebody who opens up big time, I feel on every driver swing that I make, like I literally delay my upper body and get my arms moving. And if you look at it, what does it look like? It just looks like all one motion. But the feeling for me is very different. Dude, are you kidding? Both balls, since we talked about getting those arms and hands down. So, hey, bud, we need a little mini Justin Rose from you for the next couple weeks, okay? And then the other thing, with the driver jammed up, Gavin could be sitting there going, hold on, I know where a driver's supposed to be played. I'm playing it off my left heel. But guess what happens? If we're too narrow, left heel, it's like right where a 7-iron should be, and you can still get jammed up. So remember, it's relative to the center of your body, boys. So here's the thing. For you, it's literally off this left shoulder. If I were to hold this arm directly out in front of me at a 90-degree angle to my chest, that's where that driver should be played. Okay, that's where the club would be able to fully extend, and you're actually getting the club to arrive with the loft that it would need. Think about if I had it back behind here and the arm extends. Well, it's almost de-lofting it, right? So you guys got that?
Yeah.
So make sure we get it off that lead shoulder, and then the insides of your feet would frame your shoulders. Does that feel more forward than you had it? Good. I mean, dude, just a little bit of the draw feel in the swing right there, and that thing was pounded right there. I just had a little 5-yard cut, but it was hit really well. So here, just make sure, like, watch this. This right here, if we had to put this line right here, your left foot should just be just on the outside of that line. So just right there. There you go. Okay? Now, one of the things I would already pre-call, is the shoulders being slightly open. So when you bump your hips a little, that's where you can square those shoulders up, right? That's going to set you up to hit that 1-yard draw that you love. Let's get some chase right here. Love this setup, buddy. Woo! At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.